I just got back in the changing room and let it all out.
Was yours ever an element of respect, or was it straight up fear?
No, it wasn't respect.
You're right.
Yeah, I feared him.
I was probably depressed about 3 or 4 times. Like, I could actually picture the moments where I felt like, yeah, this was a very low moment.
He's the kind of guy you think you know, but not nearly as well as you assume. Launched into the spotlight with attention, opinions, and assumptions that come with being on one of the biggest shows on TV, he's become a familiar face overnight. But behind the headlines, socials, and labels is someone who's quietly lived a few different lives. Candid, driven, and still figuring it out in real time. Today in the chair is Harry Cooksley.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm enjoying life, mate. I'm living the dream.
What style are we going for today?
You know what we're doing, the mullet.
Yeah,
Keep the mullet, keep the party at the back.
What's been your influences?
Mate, my biggest influence was Justin Bieber.
Right.
Like the comb over, like the long sweep over.
Yeah.
Like that was my thing.
Okay.
But I went to boarding school at 13 and we all wanted this Bieber comb over. So like we'd wake up so early, straighten our hair, blow dry our hair, hairspray. And I think that's what killed my head. Like, I got to like 18 and I was thinning, like fullbacks on the way out.
And
like,
you think that's all the treatment that you've
I think so, because like my dad's got hair, my granddad's got hair. I think I was just killing it, and every summer I'd like dye my hair bleach blonde.
What impact do you feel a haircut has on you? Like, how do you feel mentally after once you've got your hair cut?
I love the experience with my mates going to the barbers. I don't want to say it's like therapy, but it's like for me it's like a spa day. You know, like the girls who go out for a spa day. Like going there, it's an experience, mate. You talk shop, you talk with your barber, you talk with the boys. Like you look forward to going to the barber shop with your mate.
No, I relate to you on that, man, for sure. Man. I come to the barber shop and sometimes, mate, just everything comes out and, you know, I don't even feel like I need a therapy session because I've just had the haircut and I can just speak.
It's safe, you know? It's a safe space, isn't it?
Yeah, so we're gonna go way back. Tell us where you grew up, bro.
I grew up in Guildford, where I've just moved from. Okay. So I was born in Guildford. I lived in about 15 houses growing up, all around Guildford. I went to school in Reading.
Why did you live in so many houses at such a young age?
So basically my mum and dad got divorced when I was 7 and my mum brought us up. Basically we lived with my mum and she worked for British Airways, so she was like, I don't know, 20 grand a year, like 2 kids. And she wanted us to go to the best schools. So the thing for her was like education. She never got a good education. And she was like, from the age of like 10, 11, we were in private school. And she'd buy a house, like a hole in the wall, like the worst house on the street. And I'm not saying like, I'm in the hood, because I'm not in the hood. Like we're in Surrey, right? Like, so like we're in the worst house in Surrey. She would buy the house and we would live in it. Like we'd live in the upstairs, she'd renovate the downstairs, we'd move downstairs, she'd renovate the upstairs, then she'd sell it. Right. So she was flipping houses and we were living in the houses, like every year.
Wow.
Yeah, so she could put us through private school and provide for us. So like, I owe it all to my mum.
What kind of kid were you, bro?
I thought I was a cool kid.
Right.
Do you know, it's probably similar for you, where it's like, you were good at football.
Yeah.
So you were kind of
like... Actually, no. I wasn't good at football younger. I was a late bloomer.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know if I can even say I was ever good at football. I was good enough to flag a little bit of a career for a little while. But I mean, as a young kid growing up in Peckham, my dynamic was a bit different. I wanted to play football because of my brother. But my brother moved away at a very young age and I was by myself, and Peckham was like very hostile, like very crazy. So I wasn't allowed to play football because it was dangerous, effectively. So I obviously got into football a little bit later. When I was about 13, 14, I started going to clubs because at that point I had moved away from Peckham and I was in Dartford. So at the time it was deemed a bit safer, so I could go by myself and play football.
Bro, I joined Reading at 8. Like I was training 3 times a week at 8 years old.
I wanted to play football at 8 and I couldn't.
Like, I was playing for England at 13. Not a lot of people went on to have careers. I know there's few like in League One, the Championship.
But even like some people you played against whilst you were at Reading, like
mate, the best player ever was Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Oh my God, mate. We played against him every year when he was at Chelsea. And I played on the wing. Like, I always played on the wing when I was young. And he was obviously centre mid. And it's like, mate, I wouldn't go near him. Because he was a grown man at like 14.
Was he still like quite big, bigger than everyone?
Bigger than everyone at like 14. And I was I was always a skinny kid. Like I didn't, I'm still pretty skinny, but I didn't get to I didn't grow into my body till I was like 22.
So if I say the word childhood to you then?
The first thing I think of is broken, like coming from a broken family. And that's like one of the main things I've always had in my mind. Even when I was single, it was like, I'm never gonna have that for my kids. I always looked at my friends whose parents were together, and I was like, what must that be like? Like, they're living the dream. They've got it all figured out, which is never even the case. Like, but as a kid, you're like, it looks like their parents love each other. It might have been even worse for them. Everyone's got a story. No one's had an easy life, but in that moment, it's like, I just wish my parents were together and like they loved each other. Yeah. That's all I ever wanted, and that's all I want out of life.
I was fortunate enough to have both my parents throughout my life and my childhood, and I never once thought, that other child might be thinking what you've just said. Like, that's actually crazy. I kind of took it for granted, I guess.
Yeah, it was like a pipe dream, mate. It was just like, what must that be like, going home to your mum and dad, like in the same house? Because my mum and dad never, when they divorced, they never had a good relationship. Like, whenever they'd see each other, they'd argue. And that's why I do everything I do. It sounds weird, like, but for the last however long, 10 years, everything I've done is like, I'm doing this for my kids.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
that's my reason for doing absolutely everything. It's not for me, it's not to be flash or like have this and that. It's to provide for my kids that I haven't even got yet. So I started going to therapy like 5 years ago.
Okay.
And I wish I'd done it sooner. And we've talked about that before, and I think it's changed me, it's changed my life, to be honest with you. Before I did it, I was like, it's a sign of weakness. I'm a man, I'm a man's man, and it was like, I can't reach out for help. Like, I should be able to deal with this on my own. But
what was the situations that you were coming across in life that made you go to therapy?
Relationships. I bottled everything for 20 years. Like, I bottled all my emotions, which started as a kid. Like, if I was ever upset, I'd be in trouble for being upset.
Wow.
So, like, especially from like my dad's side, he didn't know how to handle it, like with his kids being upset. So he didn't ever deal with it in the right way. And I was scared of my dad for a long time.
Because for me, right, I was scared of mine as well.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's also turned into respect as well, because as I got older, I've seen some of the things that he's done.
Yeah.
But again, our relationships with our fathers might be different.
Yeah.
So was yours ever an element of respect, or was it straight up fear?
No, it wasn't respect.
You're right.
Yeah, I feared him. I feared getting upset around him, showing any emotion around him. Like, I would play football as a kid and he'd be watching, shouting, and I'll be scared as I'm playing. Right. So I just
This
learned.
is when you're at Reading, right?
Yeah, Reading, school games, everything from a very young age. So I was scared of showing any emotion, and I bottled everything, and I just taught myself how to not give off any kind of emotion and be just completely numb to it. And that, like, I knew it had to change at some point, and I think it was relationships that made me change, because I just didn't ever want to get deeper than surface level. Yeah. I never wanted to feel vulnerable. I never wanted someone to know, like, the real me. Like, because I felt broken. I felt like no one could love me for me.
Oh, wow.
So I had so much going on in my head that I'd never dealt with from being a kid. And I was not acting, but it was like, you know me, I'm always happy, I'm always bubbly, like, I always have a laugh. And I've always been like that, to try and shield, like, people from, I guess, like, seeing the real me. For the longest time, it was like, he's always happy, like, but really, it wasn't an act, but it was just like me blocking out everything and not dealing with any of my emotions. I didn't know myself. Like, I was insecure for a long time. I didn't feel like people would like me for who I actually was. But then you show people who you actually are, and they love you even more. Like it's crazy, and I think that the stigma with football, I know there's a lot more going on now to support players' mental health, but in our day there was none of that.
Yeah.
It was like
there isn't. Especially like even lower leagues like non-league or even like League 2 or League 1 at that level. There's not much.
None of that.
Men with mental
None of
health.
that. It was you're just thrown in and you deal with it, and you're a footballer, so you have to deal with not being in a team or like an older player like bullying you or like kicking the shit out of you. Like you have to just deal with that yourself.
Through my experiences with playing football, a lot of my value for myself and how I felt in myself was heavily tied with how I performed.
Yeah.
I feel like if I was not on it at training, if I was not on it at match days, not scoring, not playing well, I felt less of a man, shall I say. And that's terrible if you think about it. I would not want to speak to anyone.
It's crazy.
I'd lock myself away.
Yeah.
And obviously, we've gone through similar paths. Is that something that you went through?
It takes over your life, mate.
Yeah,
it takes over your life, and it can be things that are out of your control. Like a manager not picking you, sit on the bench on a Saturday. You're like, what have I done all week? I've done nothing all week. Like, this isn't working. And it's like, that's all you've got. Yeah. My mum saying, just touching on the education side, like she always wanted me to get, like, I've got a finance degree.
Yeah, so you had your plan B.
I did that, but I would never have done it without her. Yeah. And I don't know what position I would have been in if I didn't do all that and listen to her, because I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to play football. Yeah. I didn't want to go to America and study finance. Like, I wanted to play in the Premier League. Yeah. And the chances of that are even slimmer than finding love on Love Island. So she knew, she'd seen it all before, obviously. But it takes over your life. It's like football is your life. I don't know how you get away from that when it's your full-time job.
I was probably depressed about 3 or 4 times. Like, I could actually picture the moments where I felt like, yeah, this was a very low moment for me. And that's not normal, because I felt like if I knew there was an out, or if there was more to life than just this, and it's not that serious, I might have felt a bit better. But because we grow up in football and we're made to think this is be all,
this is it, this life or death,
As soon as it, the ship gets rocked a bit, you're like, oh,
What else have I? Yeah, you start with what else have I got? Like, and you've got nothing else.
Nothing else.
It's scary.
It is very scary. Yeah. It is. I mean, like, for example, like even with therapy, like it has taught me to not value myself based on my current circumstance. Yeah. Which is such an excellent tool, because when you look at it, you never get too high, you never get too low. Yeah. It's just not linking my self-value to external things. And always redefining happiness, on my point. I feel like I had this conversation recently, but yeah, I'm always trying to redefine what makes me happy. Right. What am I chasing this week or this month? Am I trying to be more present with my family? Am I trying to be more present with Jazz, my partner? Am I trying to make sure my career is going better in this way? And have that, because that changes so much. Yeah. What do you think about that? How much can you relate to that?
I think for me, like, happiness is freedom, like, and it's being able to do what you want. Like, what you have to understand what makes you happy to start with. And I don't think I knew. I thought it was football. All I wanted to do was football. I was like, I love football, love football. It's just brainwashed into you. Like, this is what you love. This is what you're meant to do. But I hated it. At 18, I hated football, and I didn't want to play anymore.
So Harry, how old were you when you moved to America?
19.
19?
Yeah, I moved when I was 19.
Wow. Where in America did you go?
I went to South Carolina first.
South Carolina?
No. When I tell you, I was in the middle of nowhere. Yeah. Like, people were turning up to class in full camouflage, and in the afternoon they're going and hunting crocodiles. Oh, whoa. I kid you not. I loved moving around, mate. I just went out there, I didn't know anyone. I loved figuring it out. I loved going to a new place and finding my way. Yeah. Like, I really enjoy doing that. And I feel like I was running away from things. I was running away from home drama and family drama, and I didn't want to be a part of it. Yeah. Like, my mum's had a lot of partners. Okay. So she's been remarried 3, maybe 4 times.
Right, from what I'm hearing for you, a lot of life is just like, not really settled, changing.
Not at all.
This sounds like this period of your life right now, is the first time where, maybe from my perspective, but it sounds like the first time you're really settling and you're grounded now.
I'm home.
Yeah, you're home.
I'm home.
You feel like it's full circle now. You know?
I'm home.
Yeah.
I'm so settled. Shakira's a massive part of that. Yeah. Like, I feel so at ease with her, knowing she's there.
I've realised stuff about non-league football after I came out of it. I'm not sure if that's the same for you. Obviously, you're still in it. Obviously, did you realise anything once you came off the show about non-league football?
It's brutal.
Yeah.
Like,
what's the perception of it, do you think?
I mean, I don't think non-league football's glamorous. Like, it's not glamorised by anyone. I know there's teams you can earn a load of money and it's like cash in hand. You don't have to do a lot for it, but that's not the reality. Like, there's good money in non-league, but it's tough. Like, especially with people, you know, like we have jobs. Everyone has a job that plays in non-league, and it's like you're going away to Plymouth on a Tuesday night, getting back at 5 in the morning, waking up for work at 7 o'clock. Like, it's difficult, mate, and it's a big sacrifice. You have to love the game, I think, and that's why I went straight back to it, because I missed playing, I missed the competition. And I touched on it before, where I fell out of love with football. The last 5, 6, 7 years, I've fallen in love with it, and you have to love it for me to play non-league. You have to actually have a passion for football. You can't do it to just go and get your money and have a laugh. It's you have to love the game, because it's hard to manage, it's hard to balance. Like, I've noticed it since I've come out. It's difficult, and look, not everyone's in my situation where they've been on a TV show, but the abuse has been heightened at football.
I want to touch on that as well.
Yeah.
I mean, playing football anyway, you get abuse. Unfortunately, it's a bad part of the game. But like what you've said, you've gone through a unique experience, and you've gone back to football, and that obviously is going to make you somewhat of a target. Am I right in saying? Yeah. Just tell us some of the experiences that you have encountered now, coming off Love Island, going back to football. So,
for me, and it's probably the same for you. You've had abuse since you were 13, 14 playing football. So, like, I don't mind it. I wouldn't say I thrive off it, but I enjoy, like, someone in the crowd calling me every name under the sun. It's been the same. Like, you would have heard every single thing about me, my sister, my mum, like every single thing. And I've been getting that for 15 years. So that doesn't touch me. What does get to me is abuse about my girlfriend. Yeah, I've broken down twice since I come out after football. It was Sutton away, we lost, and like we were leading like 5 times over the 2 legs. The second leg was at their ground. They probably had 3,000-4,000 in there. Like, for an hour, it was just chanting like, your missus is a slag. But like, you can hear it, because it's not 50 people, it's 3,000 people chanting it. So I can hear that in the game. Like,
what's going through your head when you're hearing this?
So I got in the changing room and cried, mate. Like, with the boys, I just got back in the changing room and let it all out.
I look at this through a different lens. I almost admire that, because what that really does tell me is, one, you are strong enough to communicate how you're feeling and to go through your emotion, and you're also strong enough to do it in front of, you know, your teammates.
Yeah, boys,
That tells me you're emotionally connected with yourself. You're aware of your feelings, and that is such an amazing thing.
It's so important, I think, to be able to let it out. Like, bro, the first therapy session I had, I didn't talk. It was an hour and a half, and I just cried. I couldn't get a word out. And like, I'm like, let's do this again next week. Like, I can't wait to come back and do this again. And
your mental state before Love Island, where do you think you were?
I was in a great place. I would never have done it if I wasn't in a great place. Before Love Island, I was journaling every single night.
And you read a lot as
without fail. I read every day.
Yeah.
But I was in a great place. Like, we had our first conversation like the second day. I knew it was her. I knew it was her. But I had a plan. Like, looking
on the outside, looking in, like, it didn't make sense until it made sense.
But yeah, we spoke for 10 minutes, and I was like, this is the one. But I can't. I've come into this with a plan, and I can't sit in a couple for 2 months. Yeah. Because I'm not going to be on TV.
That's so honest. I respect the honesty.
Yeah, and I know I hurt people along the way. I hurt Shakira along the way, which I do regret. But
does she still give you grief for that now?
We kind of passed. We're kind of over it. But I definitely got some grief for it. Rightly so. Rightly so.
Yeah.
There was stuff on there that I would never obviously do again.
But you came through in the end.
But like that's what I mean, mate. It's hard to say you shouldn't have done this or you shouldn't have done that, because it's like, would we have ever got to this point? And like in terms of, I want to say career-wise even, like would they have followed my story the entire show?
How prepared were you for like this new life you're in now, the fame and the attention?
I don't think you can prepare for it. I think I was as well prepared as I possibly could be.
Right.
But you cannot prepare to come out to what we came out to. Like it's impossible. You can't. And that's why I'm so grateful for you, because you lived it a year before me.
Yeah.
And you're one of the first phone calls I made when I got back to England.
Yeah.
I would have struggled a lot more if I wasn't with Shakira. Especially like for you, I know it happened quite quickly with your breakup after the show, but if I didn't have someone to go through it, all of this with, like, for me and Shakira, it was like we come back to the hotel and like, how are you actually feeling? Like what's going through your head right now? Because this is new for both of us.
Sharp.
Thank you, bro.
Nice and sharp.
Yeah?
Where you are right now, right? What would you say to yourself 10 years ago?
Say yes to everything.
Yeah.
It'll all work out.
Yeah.
Because it has, mate. Everything's worked out, and I never thought it would look like this.
Yeah.
All I ever wanted to do was play football and play in
Yeah.
the Premier League. And I can't say it because I never did it, but I feel like I'm happier than I would be doing that.
Yeah.
Everything is exactly not how I thought it, but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
Like it's just amazing, mate.
If you could speak to yourself, Harry, in 10 years, what would you say?
We did it, baby.
Yeah.
We did it, baby. We got there. We did it, man. We did it, yeah. I think.
Would you ask yourself a question?
In 10 years.
So if someone put you on a FaceTime call, right, and you're speaking to Harry with a little bit less hair, you know, a few more pounds. No, I'm playing. If you're speaking to Harry in 10 years' time, what would you ask him?
I was gonna say, what's the hardest thing that's happened in the last 10 years, but I don't think I want to know. I want it to just hit me, and I want to see how I deal with it. Is there anything you wish you did in the last 10 years that you said no to? That's what I'd ask.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wish you did that you haven't done?
I feel like you've been on such an interesting journey, and you're at a very important stage of your life right now. I think your next few years are going to be really, really huge for you, bro. Really huge. And so far, you're making all the good steps, you know, and I'm proud of you. But
Thank you, mate.
you know, what do you feel like, from your perspective, you want to change?
I think for me, I'm good at being present. I'm good at putting my phone away. I think I'm good at that. I want to continue with that, but making more time for myself and my family, and my relationship, just to completely switch off. And like I do feel present in a lot of the moments, but like there's times where we talked about it last night. Like we want to go on holiday, and not a content holiday.
Okay.
We just want to go and sit on a beach,
Right.
and leave our phones in the room, and just read.
Yeah.
Like that's what.
By the pool.
Yeah. Like that's
Yeah.
what I think me personally, I want to make more time for.
Listen, Harry, man, you've been an amazing guest, bro.
No,
honestly,
thanks for
and I
having
feel
me,
like
mate.
I've actually learned more about you just through this interview, and that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't think I could learn any more, but hey, I know everything now. You know what I'm saying? So listen, I hope you had a good time here, and thank you again for coming on.
No, I
bro.
appreciate you having me, man. You're a great friend. You're a great friend.
Appreciate you, man. Same with you.